Greetings to all my fellow watch enthusiasts on YouTube and Facebook and wherever else this video might be seen and shared. Sling Driver once again, bringing you another not unboxing and review of a watch that is not mine. As you can see, it doesn't have a box. This is how the watch came to me. This is another Random Rob Discord group tour watch. It's about 2/3 of the way through its tour around the continental United States, and it ended up at my door a few days ago. And like I said, didn't come with a box, didn't come with a manual, didn't come with extra links, didn't come with a card, didn't come with anything. Just like this. But I saw this watch when it was introduced as, to the Discord server, and saying, okay, get in on the drawing. And I said, oh, hell yeah, this is really nice looking watch. And I got drawn and got to play with it for a few days. This is a watch from a company called Seestern. Let me zoom in on it a little bit. There you go. Seestern, S-E-E, Stern. And you can see this is a GMT. This is what they call the vintage GMT. Model number is S436. Retails for $239 US. Now that's a snapshot in time. I'm shooting this video in roughly early December of 2023. It won't go up live until late December. And at any time, availability and price can change. But for now, the website, and I'll leave a link down in the description to Seestern's website. The watch is available, and it is $239. Now, Seestern, I have reviewed a Seestern or two in my time. Seestern seems to be a watchmaker that really likes to do tribute watches or homage watches, or if you're more crude about it, they like to copy. They have watches that look like this one that has sort of a Rolex vibe to it, Rolex GMT Master. They like to do dive watches that look a lot like the Doxa Sub 300. You go on the website and you'll see what I'm talking about. But they do a good job. And they do it for a hell of a lot less than the watches that they're homaging. And they do it with a certain panache and a certain amount of style, too. They call this the vintage GMT because it's a black dial with vintage-looking lume on all the indices. Now, this is a faux antiquing, if you will. It's not, it starts this way. It doesn't start white and then age over time. This is how the watch is meant to look factory fresh. You have a fixed 24-hour bezel, box type crystal, signed crown, solid screw down case back. Looks very Rolex, does it not? Pardon me. You have a twin push button release milled out clasp that, despite being a tour watch, is still in excellent shape. You have an on-the-fly micro adjust, very similar to what Zelos is using currently. You pull this button back, and that releases the adjustment, and then you can push it. Well, maybe you have to release it and push it. 1, 2, 3, 4 adjustments. Then you pull it back and you can pull it out, and it goes back to wide open. Oh, there it goes. So it's ratchet in, pull the release to pull out. Click it. There's no fold over double lock like you would expect in a dive-ish style watch, but this is not really meant to be a dive style watch. Although, with the water resistance in it, it is swimmable. And it is a screw-down crown, which opens with an audible pop, and you can feel it as well. The movement is a hacking movement. If you pull it out twice, you see it hacks the movement. You pull it out once, and if you turn it, I believe if you turn it clockwise, which is this way, away from me, that adjusts the GMT. Counterclockwise adjusts the date, as you can see. And now because of my OCD, minor case of OCD, I have to go all the way through to get back to today's date. Push it in, screw it down, it engages very easily, and you have your full water resistance back. You have solid end links, non-quick release, but you can certainly get a spring bar tool in there easily enough. And not a lot of engraving. In fact, doesn't look like there's any engraving back there. Very Rolex-like again. It's a Rolex-like O-style bracelet. Everything is of kind of a semi-matte finish, 316L stainless steel. You get a sapphire crystal. The whole thing is powered by a Seiko NH34 movement, which is their off-the-shelf for third-party folks GMT movement, of course, with the date complication as well. And I already showed you a tool-free micro adjust. Let me give you a wrist shot. I've already I did take a link or two out to fit my 7 1/4 inch wrist. I've already put them back in before I ship the watch off. So I'll have to hold the watch in place for you to see. On the overhead shot, it fits my 7 1/4 wrist very nicely. The down the barrel shot, you can see I have no overhang at all. I'd say this watch is probably good down to a 6 1/2 inch wrist without too much trouble. It's not a very big across the wrist measurement. I'll give you all those measurements in a second here. But it fits me very nicely. And it's a good looking watch. I mean, if you want a GMT watch of this type at $239 is a steal. And Seestern, like I said, I've had a couple of Seesterns in my hands besides this one. And it seems to be a manufacturer that's making good looking watches with good quality materials, solid movements. I mean, Seiko movements are almost indestructible. And when they do go wrong, you know, any watchmaker in any town, in any place, anywhere should be able to work on them, and the parts are easily available. Or hell, you could jump on Esslinger or eBay or whatever, buy a whole new movement, swap the hands, and you're done. The dial in the hands, and you're done. It is a 100-meter water-resistant watch, so it is swimmable. Hell, you could probably even dive with it for brief periods of time. I don't see why the seals wouldn't hold up unless you do something really silly. It's a 39.5 millimeter case. Now that's according to Seestern's website. 12.5 millimeter thick flat crystal box style sides. 20 millimeter lug and 48.25 on the tip to tip. Now those last two measurements I had to do myself because the website didn't provide those to me. Overall, it's just a good looking, very inexpensive, value for money watch. $239 for a 100-meter water-resistant watch with a sapphire crystal and 316L stainless steel construction all around. You just can't beat that with a stick. And that makes it so that I can recommend this watch very highly to whoever's looking at it. And that's it. Nothing else really more to say. It's a great watch. I was glad to play with it for a few days. And now I'll pack it up, ship it off to the next guy. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it to be useful, entertaining, informative. If you did, please click that thumbs up button for me. That does help the channel with respect to the YouTube search algorithm. Comments, questions, suggestions down below. I do read them all. I do respond to them all. However, if you're going to try to troll me, you're going to try to insult me, or you're going to leave links to bad places on the internet, I'm simply going to delete the comment and block the commenter. If you're new to the channel, of course, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. If you've been here before, but you haven't clicked the subscribe button, or you're new to the channel and you haven't clicked the subscribe button, please click the subscribe button. I'm trying to grow this channel. Even every little bit helps, so please help do that. And when you do click the subscribe button, click the bell icon too, so when I upload new material, you will be alerted. And as I always say at the end of my videos, it is a crazy old world out there. It is not getting any less crazy, so please, while you're out and about, be safe, be careful, be well. See you soon.